I'm one of Barack Obama's biggest friends here in Canada. How do you spell it? Has he ever been to Canada? I think the only bigger friend that he has in Canada would have been Justin Trudeau. He's actually met Justin. That was long ago. The mic drop was long ago. Here he is with Justin Trudeau. But I never heard about any speeches that Obama did. He used to do speeches when I was down in Southwest Florida. Next thing you know, I just couldn't believe it. They rolled up and said Obama was going to be having one of those speeches. This was during the big change movement. He was before Obama even became president. And that's when me and Sergeant Matthew of the U.S. Marines, we parted ways that day. It was the day of the Obama speech. I think I was in the presence of Obama somewhere around, and Matt said, "Oh, we're hopping in the car. We're going over to that Obama speech." I said, "Well, I'm heading back up north now," because that was when I had started my journey back up north. The whole Harriet Tubman, Stacks and Millie story, Thomas Perron-Slote. They said I was like a Harriet Tubman. But that was when Obama came. No, I was in Tennessee when Super Tuesday, when Obama had gotten officially elected. We stayed up all night. We stayed up all night. And my teacher at Calusa Middle School had also met Obama and has a picture. And she showed me the picture way before I had even known he was even going to really be the president. She showed me the picture and said, "This man right here is going to be the president." And I said, "He may be. He looked good. He was a man." I said, "He must be from some other state up north." Like, it was before I had learned Chicago. I said, "He must be from like a Chicago." I knew he wasn't from New York. You could just tell him the way his suit was when he was standing next to this lady. Yeah, but then I learned he was from Chicago. And it just so happened when I flew up to Canada, my stop was in Chicago, O'Hare. So I got to stop in his city. Oh, I supported Obama, but I felt like I'm such a big man. Like, I'm tall. I'm way taller than Obama. Even though he's standing on the stage, I didn't want to hover over him. There were people there and they were getting to business. And I knew I was going back to Canada eventually, sooner than I had thought. Yeah. But Obama was great. And the whole 8 years Obama, I lived in Canada. Well, not the whole 8 years. When did I move back? 2010. No. Oh, wow. So there was maybe a year or two of Obama. I think he got elected in 2008. And then the inauguration would have been January 2009. I'm not sure if I watched the inauguration back then or not. I'm sure I did. Maybe. I'm sure I did. But no, he's great. And he hangs out with Justin. Him and Justin hang out. And they did. Oh, yeah. I remember way back in Tennessee. Way back in 2008, Justin and Obama hung out. Yeah, it might have been. Even though Stephen Harper was the president, or sorry, the prime minister, I remember seeing that Justin guy with Obama before I had even learned who the prime minister at the time was. I thought Justin Trudeau was the prime minister. Oh, I think I was thinking about marijuana in Tennessee, and I said it's highly illegal here in Tennessee. It's highly illegal in Florida, where I was going to school, and just I needed that medical marijuana. This is when they were first developing all that medical marijuana, and I was sort of poor in mental health. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get that medical marijuana. I wasn't as lucky as the majority of Americans that did get that. So I said, "This can they advert." Well, I think I got flashed or something with that Justin Trudeau. I had seen him. He wasn't even the prime minister. They said, "Tom, here's your cousin." Well, they didn't say. Well, yeah, no, they said we all knew we were family, me and Justin and Aiden and everything, and all that. But then they had said, like, "Hey, this guy up here is going to legalize it in Canada. It's going to be legalized. You know how it is up in Canada. You're going to go back." And my dad bought the plane ticket, and I went back. And then eventually, then I started making money under the Obama administration, tax paying and all that, with the Philites and all that, which is no longer a business. It's since been outlawed, but there was taxable income made for a good deal of time under the Obama administration, similar to like an Obamacare. It came and gone. Money comes and goes. But then I came up to the United States, and then and then Justin Trudeau, or sorry, came up to Canada, and then Justin Trudeau became the prime minister. I said, I don't mind this Stephen Harper. I just used to ignore Stephen like he wasn't even a person. But then, as time went on, you realize you can't ignore people like they're not a person when you get older, and you shouldn't do it as a kid. Like Matthew Earls, he didn't ignore people from the get go, and that's why he is the ranking in which he is, Sergeant. I'm sure I could have maintained the ranking of Sergeant too, but I just wasn't listening. I didn't listen. I was ready for the change, but I wasn't listening. And that's when Justin Trudeau created that whole campaign that listen up. It was listen up. It was, I'm the new prime minister. We're going to do the legalization of the marijuana so people aren't sent to prison for it, because that would ruin the economy. And there's all types of reasons. Okay, just for smoking a little marijuana. Even Obama admitted to inhaling a little marijuana, I think it was. But back in the day, the presidents, they didn't. So we're going back to that. Like George W., he said he didn't. They used to, back in his Texas little town, that's how I was. In Tennessee, me, Austin, and Dusty, and the rest of them, Reister and all that, and even the girls, they weren't smoking marijuana. I mean, we'd hang out and play football and all that, and that's what a George W. was, and that's what Obama was too. But it's gotten far now. But we're going back to it. Like George W., he said, well, they peer pressured him. It was the whole thing where he held it in his mouth and blew it out. He wasn't really, and I think Obama was the type of character. I think he said that too. He wasn't all when he first tried it. He was scared. He blew, or if he even tried it at all, because it still remains illegal in the majority of the states, and it's illegal at the federal level, as we learn in school. Drugs are bad, as the South Park says, and if you go any further with it, it's like falling off a cliff. So yeah, we can defeat that war on drugs, which has already been, they say it's already over, but it lights up. It lights up. But what is it? Obama, yeah, Obama was great, and I think I started this one out off saying that me and Obama were friends. We were. And then I got to hang out with a lot of Obama's family that were younger than him and do business, such as B-Pax. I'm not sure of B-Pax's real name, but he was a kid from, must have been somewhere southern United States, didn't tell me. But he reminded me a lot of Obama. And then there was this one girl I met in Canada. But who else? Quite a few Obama individuals. My mom used to love Obama. My dad secretly loves Obama. I remember when Joe Biden was just the vice president. There was even a video on YouTube that said, "Do you know the vice president's name?" And some people didn't know it was Joe Biden. That was years ago. Whereas now he's the head. That's Joe Biden. Everybody loves Joe Biden. What about Mitt Romney? He's the one that went. He was running against Barack Obama. It was either Obama or it was Mitt Romney. At the time, I didn't even give Mitt Romney any type of shine. No shed of light, not even a bat of the eye I would give that Mitt Romney. But I did. Actually, I did, because I know Mitt Romney, and he strikes a certain harmonic tone in me. Like, oh my God, I forgot about this Mitt Romney. And American men went through that years ago, and I'm just going through it now. I'm delayed, very delayed. He's just a Canadian. But yeah, Mitt Romney, he's a good character. And it's good to see these ones because sometimes you forget that there's other characters that may not be worn out. They may be able to offer some sort of. They don't have to be the president. So there's Mitt Romney, and I'm not sure what state he was from. Was he from New York? Utah. Wow, Utah. But back then, Tommy was just, see, they lost my vote or whatever. I'm part of the electoral system, which I didn't know. Same with my father, being a property owner, 15 acres down in Tennessee, owns it cash or whatever, outright, and all that. At the time, we wanted Obama. We wanted the change. I have brown eyes and everything, and we wanted the change and all that because we wanted the motivation. I remember I was like, I know what Obama is. He's a black man, and I know how it's going to change America. Nor did I know how far it would go, but Chicago exploded, and the rap music exploded. That was a big investment. Um, but then the plan was to bring somebody in after Obama. Somebody, well, at the time, in my mind, it would have been a Donald. He had to be more straight and narrow than an Obama. Okay, that's what I would consider Donald, more straight and narrow than an Obama. And wow, and he built that um, wall. And what I mean straight and narrow, I mean straight and narrow for the American people, the ones that are my family, the ones that I care about. And those people care about Mitt Romney and and are happy that Obama's no longer the president. Then we had Donald Trump. He was amazing. And it just so happened that it all worked together with my best friend Matthew Earls, who happened to be all part of this same nomenclature as Trump, as I was. Because think, if it wasn't Trump, there wouldn't be these cute little memes. No one would know my friend Matthew. He would have just disappeared. But we had the big Donald Duck, all right? And he watched out for us. Trust me. I know how the world is. And sometimes the Donald Duck, your dad, hey, I've been through the worst. My dad, John Slote, was the worst father. Donald was one of the best. Um, so yeah, he was one of the best. And then we had all that big change. Yeah, this guy's amazing, this Donald. And he was there the whole time with the Obama and even before. He's been formulating. And I was the guy watching Donald thinking, nobody's going to do it. What is this world? I'm the only guy working because I say that all the time. I feel like I'm the only man working. And then I go on the internet and there's Donald and then he outdoes me and he has all these hats and he made America great again. That's who Stacks Millie was. I didn't know really, but I was huge in the community. And then Donald took over. And then here comes Stacks again. And then we had Joe Biden. Still Joe Biden. And then here comes Stacks again, and Joe Biden gets mad as hell. Right? But man, these guys are something to look up to. And I know I'm way low, but man, all you can do is praise our leadership, Donald, and then we'll get to Joe in a minute. They said Joe was going to be sleepy. But that's not his job, I see now. There's lots of other men working. Joe has his time, and then everybody's got to sleep. Joe's got he's got a good position. He stands for a lot of the top Americans. You don't have to be the president in America to be a man, and they're saying that the president doesn't even have to be a man; it can be a woman. One day, maybe. Here's that Ron DeSantis.